What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Drementfh, and welcome to Thorium Gaming, and it's time to hop back into our Eternal Empire, our efforts to bring all of the old world under the forces of good. Now, I had an impromptu week off last week. I had to go out of town for work, and we do have a lot of things that are kind of coming up to a head. We do have the Ogre Kingdoms of sorts here. Disciples of the Maw, that's the one I'm looking for. Down to our south that are starting to get a little antsy because we are trying to be friends with the dwarves. We have Drementfh and her wood elves trying to become a little bit more of a pain in our butts. We are finishing off the orks up in the mountains to try and deal with that. It's becoming a little bit hard to consolidate everything. We're going to give Marius Lightdorf one more turn before we do anything else, of course.
Elspeth von Draken.
We left everything pretty much on a solid note. Now up here we do have all of the Norscans doing their thing. We have an army coming up the center. Grim is going to be doing a lot of stuff. He'll get some heroes in a second here. We have to deal with Wulfric the Wanderer and his army, and we have another army over here. We've got Be'lakor coming through, and we have Karl Franz being kind of bait out on the water here, so they'll work out. We might have to make another army eventually, but we are not high on funds right now. So with everybody so spread out, we might lose some territory, but that's okay. We'll let the other nations go to start this week off and see what ends up happening.
Bring me lore and lost wisdom.
With the Zarina, military alliance, yeah, we'll take that for the money. Especially considering if we go to war with Drementfh, we want to be able to have the northeastern part of the realm under wraps. I hope everyone's excited for Space Marine 2 coming out later this month, because I know I am. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get down to play it, or to even do a Let's Play of it, because, well, I don't have access to my rig on a regular basis. Grashnak Slayer is somewhere we got to raid. Okay, so let's go up and start with everything up here. Be'lakor came ashore. Nakari's here. He's got a lot of Forsaken. He's got some Chaos Warriors. Nothing too major. I think Franz can take him. Franz has got a maxed out army. Now Be'lakor is out of our range for defeat here. We have another Norscan army up here. This is getting a little bit wild. So what we might need to do is send Boris Todbringer this way, and Lebs, because Wulfric the Wanderer, we don't know where he ended up at. He's not in Selzamund, I don't think, anymore.
I go where I am needed.
There he is. So we're going to want to keep Lebs as close there as we can.
I trust no man. So many ideas.
Alright, so that's got most of the other heroes. We're not making enough per turn to really give him more units at this point.
Master engineer.
Now, this is the big fight that's going to come down to a lot of stuff here.
What do you require?
Let's take Elspeth, siege Khasid Urklas, and we're going to continue the siege.
For the Empire.
Static Lor is going to get within range, and Emmy, who was wounded by one of the orks and goblins, is going to rejoin that fight. So Drementfh is actually in our area there. With her there, we might be able to do some more. Now, Marius Lightdorf, let's get you starting to book back this way so we can deal with stuff over there. And let's start off with a battle that should help us out. Nakari is really strong. We've got a Chaos Sorcerer, a couple of Chaos Sorcerers. This is going to be a tough fight, but I think Franz can do it. They're saying it's going to be a decisive victory, so hopefully we can pull that out. Let the battle load up. See how it works out. Glad I'm back in town now. Got to go out to the farmer's market here in town with my wife and my godfather this morning, and it was really, really a lot of fun. We finally got my godfather to try these donuts from this particular little booth that we go to, and oh, they are so good. They are massive, but they're like the little ones that you get at a sporting event, like they're those cake donuts, and then they're glazed, but they're huge. They're like the size of a small plate. So Oh, if you're ever in Kamloops, go to the farmer's market on Saturdays. There's a donut vendor in the upper level. Go to them. It's great. It's beautiful. Alright, so we got to deal with this. We're going to have the Chaos Forces coming in. I want to kind of set up here. We are definitely going to channel magic, though. We got lucky there. Take skirmish mode off on those. Skirmish mode off there. Group up those. Group up those, excuse me. So we want them to come to us. We're going to set up our infantry like so, with these handgunners down here and our Hawkland long rifles in a place where they can use their range. We'll set up our cannons at the edge of the woods and our mortars here with our engineer in the middle and our wizard there. We will set up Franz here, and we'll set our knights up here to get up on top of this hill to see what we can do with it. Now our cannons have the range to just start blasting here.
Yet our warriors neither bore nor dear, no. As Sigmar fought, so shall we. We will become
And let's get Franz up on top of the hill so that he can see what we're doing.
the Odinist. Show no mercy.
At this point, we're kind of just waiting for the Chaos Forces to come through. Oh, we've got fighting going on already. Now, these Warhounds are not going to win against our Knights. But we might have to rethink things slightly here. Okay, let's pause real quick. Pull our Knights back. Let's re-angle our front line, because they have charged that way. Our cannons can shift and our mortars can shift. Let's shift our wizard there and get our engineer up there. So we can pull back out of the woods, shift everything over, and see what we can do. We've managed to break the Warhounds there too. So the Warhounds kind of buggering off. That's fine.
Quick march! Formation! March!
Forsaken coming over the hill. This way we should be able to start shooting like this.
Quick march! Our steeds are restless.
Let's bring them down a little bit.
Ready! Moving now! Moving faster! Now! Away! Our orders! We serve the Emperor! For the Warhammer! Ulrich's wrath on them!
Now let's get our Emperor out of there.
The Empire endures!
Alright, they're going to get charge defense on that. These Forsaken are kind of broken. I want our great swords getting in as much as we can. Nikari's there, so let's just charge forward. And we'll bring Franz back around to help with Nikari.
By Ulrich's wrath!
Why are you off of... Ah, that's why. Get you back on your cannon. Our engineer doesn't really have any abilities right now, but our... Yeah, there's the Lash of Slanesh. Our knights are getting hurt.
Blow deathly winds. Creators.
Okay, we've broken some. We're going to want Franz to chase down Nikari and just eliminate him. Let's get him to come over and take on these Chaos Warhounds.
Ready for war!
Okay, our knights here are good, so they can charge over there. And the knights can charge in and help out their brothers.
corpse. Wither and die.
Alright, we're looking good.
By God, Miraz! Sigmar!
Let's get rid of these chaos spawn because they will not break.
Great swords!
Those marauders are gone.
I will not stand
Let's let
idle.
Franz run them down because he could use some more experience.
Danger.
For Heldenhammer, we serve the Emperor! Ready to serve! Missiles will fly! Quickly!
Let's get both our sets of regular archers on those. There's my mouse wheel doing its thing again. Alright, so let's pause real quick. We want to get our knights out of there. We won't catch their riders, so let's not even worry about it. See if we can ride down some of the chaos trolls, because that is really some of their hard-hitting units. And with Nakari down, like, I'm not too worried about the marauders, but I want all of the heavy-hitting stuff to just be gone. Getting rid of some of their big units will help for sure. Run down a few of their characters too. So then if we have to follow this battle up, there won't be as many units on the field, and we can just eliminate them. Eliminating this army at the ocean is going to help us more than pretty much anything else at this particular point will. Because then we can bring them in and hit the Norskins that are coming in from the side, from our western flank, and then we can land on shore so that we can deal with Wulfric the Wanderer and all of that. Limiting their armies is essentially the key right now. And then we can start invading the Norscan homeland. But we want to eliminate as many enemy soldiers as possible, especially Chaos Warriors and the like that are actually really tough. Okay, that should end that unit. So decisive victory, we managed to pull it out. Our greatswords did some major work there. Our knights did amazing, but they were mostly fighting hounds, so not too impressive. Franz did some major work. We lost 178 soldiers compared to their 697, so say like 6 to 1, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Still a lot of soldiers to lose, but if we can keep those odds up, maybe reinforce this one unit of halberdiers or get Franz another shooty unit. We'll see if we can pick up any the regiments of renown. That's the word I'm looking for. Trying to avoid the ums and ahs, but I still do it at times. We will continue to pursue the Nakari army. Their 2 heroes should be down. Let's take the army replenishment. And if they are not out of our range... Alright, so that did well for us. Draika's there, it doesn't matter. We're not worried about Draika right now. Tyrion owes me. Alright, so character experience gain plus 7% faction-wide. Oh, that's good. So beating up Nakari is definitely a good thing. And speed plus 6% for Franz's army. Now let's go into Franz himself. We've been using him as a frontliner. We do have Emperor's Finest and Honest Steel, so his great swords and his Demigryph Knights and everything and his infantry are really good. He doesn't have a lot of gunnery stuff just yet. We might pick up as we go. For right now, I kind of want to build him up more as a combat character because he can do some major damage. Karl Franz is amazing in the lore and everything else. And we got the Purple Sun of Xeraces. We want to get that second point on Soul Leech, but no, I don't want to do that. I want to undo what I just did. Oh, I can't do that. Star Student will be next, and then we'll do that whole line. Kind of goofed up there, but that's fine. Let's get restock, because restock is vastly important. It's the whole reason why you get this guy. Do we have anything that can give him... we can give him an entertainer, at least. Camp follower, because that'll help. Ambush, we're not going to ambush much, but we might want to, because Franz in an ambush right now would be great. And they just reworked how the AI works in ambushes, so there is that. Let's go to Franz himself. Go to character details, because he's got Galmaraz and the Silver Seal, but he doesn't have any armor. So we'll give him an armor and an enchanted item. If we have any to spare, that's a talisman. So nope, that's about as good as he can do. His quests are done, so that's fine. And let's go finish these guys off, and then we can possibly deal with that army up there. Of course, because our units are involved in the battle, we are doing all the battles ourselves. I'm trying to get back to fighting that as much as I can with our own characters, because, yeah, it's boring just to auto-resolve all the time. Alright, so let's just set up on this side, and we'll let our knights charge down that side, or vice versa. Actually, we'll set up over here. So let's get our infantry, as we are wont to do. As you can tell, like, I am really super impressed with the great swords. Great swords have... Well, in the lore, they were always good. But in the game play here, they are just fantastic. Did we take the skirmish mode off? We did. So we'll take our knights, get you set up there, and we'll send Franz with you. Our engineer can sit here with our artillery, and what do we name him? Richard Bieber, yeah. So let's channel magic. And that kind of hurt us, so he's not going to gain as much experience.
To arms, men! Our steeds are restless. That's me!
Our cannons are already doing work. They outrange our mortars, but that's kind of to be expected. Shooting straight instead of shooting up and over. Our mortars will start firing here pretty quick. And then our handgunners.
For the Emperor! Emperor's might! Go! Ready! Sigmar pulls! For Heldenhammer!
Alright, just like we wanted. The wolves over here are just getting slaughtered. We weren't expecting them to turn back like that.
We serve Franz! Yes, sir, quickly!
Pull everyone out. They should be able to get out of there easily enough.
Yes, General! Formation march! Moving now!
It's not what we wanted to do with these guys, really.
Take the ground!
We can pause real quick, though. And readjust our lines. Just turn our artillery on their head, essentially. Keep you where you are, and move you over to here.
The ground quakes! At speed!
See what they do about coming around here. Now, I want you to go after those Chaos Trolls on your own, Franz. The Marauder Horsemen are just going to get decimated by our shooting.
Sigmar calls!
The Warhounds should do the same. Actually, Franz, if you go after that Sorcerer, might do us a little bit better.
Halberdiers! For Heldenhammer! Take the ground!
Our artillery is doing its fair share of work.
Prepare for combat!
Let's decimate those.
Heldenhammer!
Grave danger. Death's
I know that Spirit Leech is not as good on large units as it is on heroes and everything, but we can afford that.
Handgunners! Yes, sir! Ready! Sigmar calls! Heading out! stand idle. Charge!
Alright, those Chaos Trolls are taking a fair bit of beating. Alright, and that is a victory. Franz is doing some work on the ocean. Looks like the cannons did the lion's share of the work in this one. Although the Hawkland long gunners, which I'm more and more impressed with as I keep using them. A lot of the new artillery units I haven't had a lot of experience with, except for on the tabletop. So, yeah, they're starting to get good. Like, really good. And one of the units has gotten to gold status, so we could name it if we want. Army replenishment. Yeah, we'll take the army replenishment, because they're going out to sea to possibly fight these guys, which have Marauder Horsemen. They're not that great. We can fight them. And he got his mechanical steed.
Summon the Elector.
Alright, so he is now up to level 13. We do have Master Ballistics, and we can get Triangulation to make everything better in his army.
Bring me to my men.
And we will sail to the southern sea of Chaos. We can fight there, we can fight there. You're all set there. Our siege equipment down here, though. We got to get a fight with Elspeth. What does the terrain look like? It is a dwarven keep, and they do have a fair amount of stuff in it. Okay, it is one of these. We'll jump into the fight. If Elspeth can win through out here, we can start looking at our diplomacy and everything too, because we are going to be bashing a lot of stuff in here. And we do have our Hellstorm rocket battery, we have our Royal Altdorf Griffites, the Demigryph Knight special unit, and we do have the Amethyst Ironsides. We're going to try and get another unit of Amethyst Ironsides once we capture this place, and that will advance us towards the next level of our gunnery school, or our foundry, or whatever it is called. Nice big slug of water, because that helps. And Elspeth has 135 winds of power. Oh, she gets so much magic. And I like to see that ladies are being represented more by legendary lords as we go on, because, yeah, it was, aside from the elves, all three kinds, it was kind of one-sided. So I'll probably be playing Elspeth for the Empire forevermore, because she's fun. And once I get her mechanics and her amethyst units down a little bit better, we can see what we can do. Alright, so first things first, let's get our front line ready. All of our Ironsides, take the skirmish off. Alright, let's channel magic just because we might get more than this. And we did, so let's start our deployment. Those there. Rocket battery there. Our engineer in the center, take that off of him in skirmish mode. You are on your Demigryph Knight, so we are going to get you with the Royal Demigryphs. And it'll be 1 minute and 41 seconds until Static Lor and the rest of his artillery train get in. So we're going to do what we normally do. And we are going to get Elspeth to just decimate whatever we can on the other side of this wall. Let Elspeth do her thing as much as we can.
We are Sigmar's heirs. Take the ground.
You know what? Let's actually send them down to take that door and divide the attention of everyone that we're fighting. And let's go breathe on those Chaos Trolls, or on those actual Trolls. They're not Chaos Trolls this time.
We are Sigmar's heirs.
And let's just advance as much as we can, get our iron sides in range a little bit more.
Elspeth von Drachen, to the skies! Doom, take this!
It's not what I wanted to cast that on. Oops, I did not want to do that, but oh well. Too late now. Paused. Let's actually see if we can cancel that. There we go. Let's nail their archers a little bit.
All will meet more in time. As Buna fell, I called doom upon them.
Just another killer. Embrace the wrath of no.
Alright, we've got our reinforcements coming in. I guess I shouldn't pause just yet. Gotta wait for them to get on the battlefield.
We are Sigmar's heirs. Drementfh knights.
Send all the knights that way. Now let's pause real quick. Static Lor, we're going to get you over here. While you two come up to the front lines. You're going to bring all of your infantry up with you. Your archers are going to join us up at the front as well. We'll get all of our long gunners and all of our rifles up front. We'll get our landship up there, and we're going to send our dwarves over here to try and climb the walls.
Elspeth von Drachen.
Let's drop another big-ass spell on the other side of the wall. We'll send the knights through here.
Strength of arms.
The graveyard rose. Doom, take thee!
The empire endures.
Alright, let's start storming up the sides of these walls.
Get up there! Get up there!
That gate shouldn't be up much longer.
Miners! Get your pigs up there! The empire endures! Shield of faith! To battle! Take the ground!
Alright, we're still doing pretty good.
Battle!
Taking that was valiant.
And it's looking more and more like the wall is ours.
By the amethyst wind.
High order stand! Formation march!
And
See to
get you to climb that wall.
For the ancestors! Ready to act! A matter of
Get you to run up here real quick. And our artillery train, we're going to bring closer as well. So if we can drop a flaming skull up here, that'd be great.
No feed, just oil. This will hurt.
Let's drop a vortex right there.
Sigmar Karl.
Send you after that. How are we looking on this gate here? Almost through.
Great.
Show us the foe.
Not keen on jumping down there just yet. Probably should here sooner rather than later.
Great swords.
So we'll charge down.
Yes, my
See
lord.
about nailing these guys. Just because I'm not keen on it doesn't mean that I don't want to, or I shouldn't do it.
What do you bid?
Alright, 6, let's get you up on the walls, all those halberdiers.
Ready to smite. Attack.
Let's advance you two a little bit. You two a little bit. And you guys will advance as well.
Battle!
And our archers, if we can get them closer to the wall, they can shoot over top of it.
Great cannon.
Yes, sir, quickly.
See if we can start capturing some positions on this side.
Yes, sir.
Or just start charging over and dealing with all of this. The black orcs need to die. We've got some wolf orc boys. Orc boy big uns too.
Violence is always the answer.
Every time I come back over here, we have a little bit more magic available.
As Buna fell, I called doom upon them.
Pass the foe. Hit them.
Great swords.
Ready for war.
Mage of death. Shadows at my call.
Ready for war.
Charge!
Looking pretty good overall.
For the Emperor.
Where are the Demigryph Knights in there?
Knights.
And we'll send
Send us out.
one unit of those back with you.
Sigmar calls. Bruckner.
General. Ah!
Should help there.
Sigmar wills it. They walk beneath our shadow.
Drop a spell right on those goblin archers.
Prepare for combat.
And there's their wah.
Now. We are ready. Great march.
The Empire endures.
Sigmar.
At speed.
Doom take thee. Let us plant the Empire's banner.
And if you want to come over and start breathing on those orc error boys.
All will need more in time.
Miners.
Dowie, attack.
By Ulrich's wrath.
Spiritor of Shaiish, by the amethyst wind, as Buna fell, I called doom upon them.
Alright, we're looking pretty good. We got rid of the rock lavas.
Executioner of known.
Okay, the rock lavas are devastated. Orc boys.
Claws ready for the Warhammer. Go! Quick
Get over there and take that. Alright, we got victory. We're going to take it. It's still a decisive victory, and we're going to want to replenish our troops up there. And maybe we'll just leave Static Lor, depending on how things go, to take over the rest of the mountains and send Elspeth back towards the west. We're going to be losing stuff in the Empire, which will take our Imperial authority down. So we'll see how that works. We didn't lose too many troops overall, although our greatswords suffered more than I'd like. Our artillery didn't do much here, but Elspeth did massive, massive damage. We're definitely going to occupy it.
This will bolster the nation.
Boris Todbringer should be fine.
Master engineer.
Don't need to deal with that. So let's send you west.
Master engineer.
Alright, so Static Lor. That's Azag. And he is on his big dummy. So let's make sure you're close enough to there to do
My inventions
things.
serve the Empire.
Ballistic calibrations, reload skill plus 20. Okay, that's... Huh. Okay, let's... extra powder. These are all really good. He's going to get a steam tank here soon enough. Let's go with stockpiles for right now. And Daniel Frankenwerf is here. He has... What does your army have? It has a lot of infantry. Not a lot of artillery just yet, so let's actually go with infantry
Sagacity personified.
for that. And then for Emmy Schreiber, grab the Hammer of Sigmar and replenish troops right now, because that's good. So that'll help out amazingly. Oh, you have more points to spend. Alright, so let's get... let's get conviction, because we're going to keep you in the main lines as much as possible. Elspeth, can we get you the next rank of Mentor? We cannot. Not yet. Doom and Darkness is fine. Stand your ground. Replaces Rally. That's actually really good. We'll take Stand Your Ground. And we might as well grab that. Then we can start looking at other things. She'll be on to her blue skills now, which will be definitely a bonus for us.
I must keep my weakness for arcane trinkets in check.
Mechanist, basic ammunition gains increased range and armor-piercing missile damage. Gains a short-range explosive damage ammunition switch. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And for Mr. Bruckner here, Savage Soldier. He gets Frenzy, but he gets Sundering attacks. So yeah, he's getting even more dangerous.
Von Draken.
And then we own this province, so we want to go with growth on it. It does have the road. We're making a fair bit of money now. That's good. But now that Elspeth is here, Amethyst, we can get the last unit of that, and we got more of our gunnery school stuff. So now we just need to kill 1,000 enemies with Amethyst units, and we're getting close to that, and use the Bijuna Bombard ability. So we don't actually have that unlocked right now. We don't have a restock of it. So we'll restock that one once. That leaves us 209 of the schematics, but we don't have anything that we can spend it on just yet. And we don't have steam tanks or these, and even if we did, it's not a big deal. Heroes not... You're a Grim. We want you to stick around Nuln, because you're going to make us a lot of money there. Now we could upgrade and start getting Demigryph Knights of both varieties in Nuln. We could upgrade... yeah, we have a lot of Knights, so... this gives us, what? Yeah, 15 recruitment costs. This gives us upkeep reductions. That could be helpful. We don't have a lot of money, though. Let's go to our diplomacy before we let the other nations go and see how things are going to work out. See if there's anything that we can do in quick deals that will be beneficial to us.
How can we help the devout men of the Empire? If
We'll
you
take
wish-
that, because that gives us more allies in the woods. We can almost ally with Clan Angrund, but there's no one that we can really peace out with just yet. We're getting close on the Bone Rattlers, which is fine. But nice little defensive alliance with them is good. Bunch of little places, but nothing too major. So that's good. We're going to be focusing on the war in the north here a little bit. We got to retake these territories so we don't lose too many. Then we'll send Elspeth back down to deal with Draika and all of her nonsense. But we'll let the other nations go for right now. As long as we can keep our gold in the positives, we should be good. It's just a matter of balancing our finances versus what we have to
If
fight.
even death rejects you, what?
We are not giving you military access. We don't want anything to do with you, and it might be a big thing later on. Yeah, we don't have anything there, so that can be auto-resolved. Are you going to take it or just sack it? Just sack it. Hurts us a little bit. If that's the only negative that we have happen on this turn, I'm okay with it. Alright, so Arno, the Wasteland, blah blah blah. We can start repairing that. Now, where did Bellicor go?
What does the Emperor bid?
Work to do. Inspiration beckons.
If we pull him in like that,
Praise be to Sigmar. Archlector.
we're going to need
Forward in his name.
you to come up like this.
I am Prince and Emperor.
I don't want to set up a situation where we have to fight
My orders
multiples
are to move.
by ourselves. Franz can go up there and help. This is Niklaus, so we'll get Blade Master there. They come ashore. I don't actually know if we can fight this and win,
To the provinces.
You know nothing.
because they have a lot of skin wolves. We have our artillery though, so we'll have to see how that one works out.
Progress.
Now, up here we've got Draika going that way. They've declared a
If
Wa.
you had a thought, it would be lonely.
I kind of want to pull Elspeth back, but at the same time she can deal with these kind of armies. I don't know where he's going to go from there. If he goes towards Karak Kadrin, we're kind of in trouble if he does.
Praise Sigmar.
So Marius Lightdorf will book down there as quickly as we can. And Castle Drakenhof. Do we have... Okay, we do have one there, and we have one in Nuln. Is Middenheim on here? Middenheim is. It's 3,000. Let's build a third one there. Can't do much else there. Who hasn't moved yet? Static Lor. What we're gonna do is
Foolishness offends
wait
me.
on you. Get the Hergig Hockling long rifles. They're really good. The Reichsguard is back up, so we could probably get that for Franz.
Diligence is expected.
Skip on that one.
Master Engineer at your service.
How close are we? We need 12,000 gold to do that. Bellicor kind of invading here. We're going to have to defend up here as best we can. Well, let's let the other nations go and see how this works out. We may lose to Wulfric the Wanderer up in the north here, Boris Todbringer, and that may just get decimated. We might have to send Franz in for other things.
Wittenland can wait. Our meeting.
We cannot accept that just yet. Right now, I'm just kind of holding my breath and crossing my fingers for what happens up here in the north. We have nothing there, so they can take that. They're going to take it, or just sack it. We have a close victory. This is what I was concerned about. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to give our steel standard to one of the infantry, our razor standard to one of the infantry. We're going to fight it, but we need the artillery to show up. Now, what's dangerous here? Let's see. He doesn't really have much that's dangerous. We just have to wait near our reinforcement point, and hopefully we can break him, beat him back. Then we can send Lebs with some auxiliary forces across the water to start attacking their settlements. Sack them, raise them, all that sort of stuff. The more we can sack and do, it's going to be better. Of course, some of our reinforcements are going to show up behind. We just need to stall long enough for our reinforcements to get on the field. That's what we need. And it's just Wulfric, apparently. Just his army. So the Mammoth is the dangerous thing. These riders are a little dangerous. Skin Wolves are kind of dangerous. So basically here down, in my opinion. The rest I can deal with. We don't have our shooting right off the bat, but we're going to want it so that our armies approach from the best place that they could possibly approach us from. I'm really hoping this is Boris, so I don't have to make us wait a long time for reinforcements. I'll pull them around here regardless. So let's see. No, we are not that fortunate. Three minutes, 2 minutes.
Swordsmen, take the ground.
It's just a matter of if we can hold out until they get here.
Ready for war.
Let's set up in a place that's going to let us shoot. Let's see if we can spread out enough to let this happen. It's going to be tight. Okay, we get one bombardment. We got to use it wisely. Now they're coming in with all of this nonsense. I'm not good at placing bombardments, so we'll see how that works out. Probably not the best idea to pick going right against the edge of the map.
Hammer of the Empire.
Alright, this is going to be tough.
Haste. Herald and hammer.
We're going to want to charge because we have swordsmen. And we'll use our archers up here as kind of a deflection.
Spot out the target. Spearmen.
Get down there and help them.
We are Sigmar's heirs. Sigmar, guide our fire. Pray for glory. Get them. Pray for glory.
Lebs is in a bad spot till Boris Todbringer gets here. We just need to hold out long enough for these reinforcements to make it to the field.
The comet ready. Now. Weapons at the ready. Withdraw. Herald and hammer. Withdraw. Quickly now.
Yeah, we're losing pretty badly here.
Withdraw!
Come on, guys. We just need to hold out for another few seconds.
Quick march! At once! In the Emperor's name!
Alright, here we go. Boris Todbringer's on the map. Though a bit too late to do much.
The Heldenhammer! For Heldenhammer! Seething fire! For the Heldenhammer! Heldendrave! I do not fear death! Sons of Sigmar! Attack! Get them! Our orders? Charge! Get them! Spearmen! Attack! We obey! What? On my command! That's an order! Wise counsel! For Franz! The winds grow hot!
Let's see if we can do a lot of damage to their units.
Awaiting your command! I guard the rams! Missiles at the ready! Sigma preserve us! No!
We can just knock Wulfric out. Wulfric and those mammoths.
Wreathe them in flame! Seething fire! Hand gunners! Ready for war! Sigma! Preserve us! I speak, you act! To battle, brothers! For the Empire!
Alright, come on, Boris.
Empire endures! Charge! Rah! Cannon! Withdraw! Servant of Sigmar!
Let's withdraw as much as we can right now.
It will be done! I'll burn them! I channel fire! Yes, quickly!
Alright, a valiant defeat is okay. We'll see what we can do about dealing him a little bit more damage on the next one. I'd like to set up with our armies in a better position and not have Lebs as the primary one. We didn't get to use any of our artillery. And Wulfric's pretty hurt. So, with any luck, our forces don't scatter too badly and he doesn't re-engage. But we'll see how it works. All in all, our troops aren't too badly damaged. Definitely a big loss, though. Just a settlement garrison, it's fine. Now he's got the 2 armies
I
up
have
there.
no reason to welcome you.
Alright, so the rogue army has now stopped it. Control or angry gods. Let's go with the growth. Alright, lots to sort through here.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Do they still have one on the water, or is that all here? Traveling, Surtha Ek.
What trickery is this?
We're definitely going to have
This is
to
my right
fight that
by
off.
Sigmar's crown.
Champion of the faith.
Grand Hammer of Sigmar, Scarred Veteran, that'll help us out there. This Captain for New Klaus, we'll get him plate armor.
Who calls? By the comet.
Boris, let's get you full plate armor there. And your wizard has max on that. Grab that. It's fine. We're probably gonna have to pull Franz in to deal with all of this.
Fool!
Can he reach Wolfric? Is the big
Summon the
question.
Elector Counts.
He can't.
So,
You
Got-
know nothing.
Lots of skin wolves. Is he still on the water? He's in there. That makes it a little bit more difficult. Let's focus down here for the first little bit.
Master engineer. Onwards, there is much to do.
Might run a little bit long on this one. Training is probably more important right now. We'll get full plate armor, make you stronger. Because you're going to go
Grand
after
inventor.
Bellicor.
Madness! No!
Franz, we move you there.
I serve Sigmar.
Lebs, throw you into encampment stance. It's just temporary for right now. We'll grab the Luminarch Hish and the... I don't want that. I guess a bit more discerning with what we grab here. So the Zittler's Right Guard and the Luminarch of Hish for sure. We'll grab those. We have no extra Amethyst units. Come over here.
for Heldenhammer!
Okay, why aren't we getting the reinforcement?
Archlector. The nation calls. Raise your weapon!
Alright, they're saying it's a close victory. We get all of ours. They get all of theirs. Alright, we're going to have to do it this way. And hopefully everything goes in our favor. This is going to be the last battle for the week, probably. Might sort out some stuff with Elspeth, but we definitely want to get all of our forces in the good to do this right now. Okay, so their reinforcements are going to come in from over here. We'll have to see which of those that is. Because we want all our reinforcements to come in and make our army a little bit more cohesive. And we definitely want our siege weapons, our artillery, to be able to do more. So this hill might be our defensive line. Because that's our whistling. There's Karl, Franz, and the rest of his artillery train. So yeah, we're going to want to set up here. And we're looking at a minute and a half that we just have to hold out. We'll use our knights to counteract anything down there. channel just to see if we can get anything else out of it.
We await your orders. At speed. Wise counsel. Take the ground.
Send our wizard in to deal with some of their stuff as is. See if we can throw a little bit of fire their way. He's hurt too, though, so we got to be kind of careful. Get as much of our artillery up as we can. Get all of our heroes on the field. We should probably take skirmish off you.
Go. Yes, quickly. Quick march. Formation, march. Moving out. No lingering. Taking position.
Alright, that'll do some damage at the very least.
To battle. Let us go.
40 seconds on the arrival there, and 18 on Wulfric.
Ready to serve.
Alright, we got reinforcements coming in. Get you over here with the rest of the artillery. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start looking at getting all of our forces to one massive group. I'm going to set up over here. Get our artillery in position. Get our wizards moving where we need them to. Alright, so we got those. We're going to add you guys. Take your skirmish off, and we're going to add you into our secondary group. For all of our guns. Get all of our knights to go over here. Get you down there.
Faith in the comet. Immediately.
Secondary reinforcements can stay up there.
Standing by.
Send our knights out to the side. Let's get our artillery train in a place where it can do some massive damage. And we'll let our power reserves stock up a bit. That is a lot of Norskins. Wulfric is really hurt, though. If he was on a our Dark Wizard was on a Pegasus, I would just send him over to deal with Wulfric himself. As it stands, got a little bit coming in from that side. New lot are going to have to go in there, and let's get Franz for right now to come over and deal with some of these skin wolves, and, you know, we'll send Boris too. Our artillery is just going to be able to start firing off here pretty quick.
At speed! Yes, quickly! Hold off! My rule is absolute!
We are Sigmar's heirs!
Taking position!
General! Hunt! At speed! For the Empire! Attack! We obey!
Seething fire! The Empire endures! War! That's an order!
We are Sigmar's heirs!
Alright, we're not doing too bad.
Death's door knocks.
They haven't hit our lines yet, which is not necessarily a good thing or a bad thing.
Understood! Servants of Sigmar!
If we can knock out Wulfric, we're going to be laughing.
Prepare for combat! Ready to act! I will not stand idle!
Alright, Wulfric's down. Let's get you to go back there.
To battle!
For the Emperor!
I, Karl, Mirage!
Great swords!
Our weapons are yours!
Let's charge our cavalry back in. See if they can do anything for us.
Death is imminent.
Sighted and ready. Kill them!
Yes! It will be done!
Ready? Prepare for combat! Summon fire!
We're not doing too bad.
Take the ground! Take the ground! Emperor's might!
It's going to be ugly, but
Faster! Go! The Heldenhammer!
At speed.
For the Empire!
Wise counsel!
right now we need to get rid of those mammoths.
Cavalry ready! Charge! To me, men! The Empire endures!
I have no more power reserves, so that kind of sucks.
Sigmar calls! We obey! Go! Understood! To battle! Yes, my lord! By Ulrich's wrath! Moving faster! Sigmar commands!
The Heldenhammer!
Our orders?
Alright, we're still doing good. Not as good as we could be, but
My subjects call! Ulrich's rock! Formation! March!
For Heldenhammer!
Quick march! Battle and blood awaits!
General! It will be done!
This is my
much focusing right now.
Sigmar, preserve us!
Death wait.
Whatever we lose here is probably going to be an acceptable compromise to losing the whole fight.
Withdraw! Ready to serve! Karl, Franz! Now!
Sir! Go! Detachments, move!
I speak, you act. Charge! No lingering! At speed!
For Heldenhammer! Formation! March!
Let's just eliminate those and deal with it. This battle royale in the metal is fine.
Sigmar!
Alright, eliminate those skin wolves. All of our artillery is getting messed up.
Hand gunners!
We are Sigmar's heirs!
This could be rough. We're not exactly holding as well as I'd like us to be.
Hand gunners!
We are Sigmar's heirs!
Prepare for combat!
At this point, is kind of just a massive cluster.
Now!
And it's wherever reinforcements can come from, anywhere on this battlefield. We've almost got them broken, though.
Engineer!
For the comet! Ready!
Sigmar
Get over and
guides
get
us.
rid of those hunters.
Ready for war!
We want to eliminate as many enemies as we can. Was going to be a close victory. We'll see if it's a Pyrrhic or not. A lot of our infantry suffered, but that's fine. Yeah, it turned into a Pyrrhic victory, but they're eliminated on our shores. We didn't actually lose that many, all things considered. We killed a lot more of theirs than they did of ours. Just Boris's army is going to need time to recover. So is Franz, and so is Lebs. They're going to just need some time to sit back and chill. And with Static, it's not Static Lor, it's Grim going after Bellicor, we should be okay. There's that one coming from the water, but if we can hold on, it'll be fine. Alright, we'll take it. And we will occupy. And with Wulfric gone, means it's less of a threat. Oh, and Boris got an Imperial Griffin. We've got a lot of stuff coming up here. Alright, so let's get growth back on this place. Repair that. Got a lot of money.
What does the Emperor bid?
We can start getting some dwarves. Ooh, he has iron breakers. Yeah, he has no good infantry. Oh, that takes 2 turns for them. You know, let's take some Longbeards, because they won't hurt us too much in the
Sigmarite
Guards.
Arch Lector!
It is time.
Alright, you do have Sigmar's Ward good. We've got all of that for War Hero and Imperial Training. Let's get you Foe Seeker. And 2 points in Blade Shield, because we've been using you pretty heavily. Battle Hardened. Controlled Anger. And Lord's Counselor.
Who calls?
Scarred Veteran all the way. Now for our Witch Hunter, grab another point in Survivalist. Melee attack and Slippery, that'll help us there.
By Sigmar.
For Daniel Lebs, our Arch Lector, let's get Inspiring Presence. And we'll go with the Emperor's Finest for him.
What orders?
You're going to get your second point in Training, and you're going to get full plate armor, maxed out, and then we're going to get you melee defense, which is fine.
In the
Franz.
name of Magnus.
Let's grab you Foe Seeker finally. Your Death and Doom Wizard. We can start grabbing Star Student, Amethyst Scholar, Battle Hardened 4. Your Engineer already has mastered that. We'll get Machinist Preparations. Just Black Powder Discipline. Wait for it to do its thing, Dre. Yeah, we will do that, and we'll get Mercurial Shot as well. And that's fine. Alright, so that's all taken care of. Wrecker's Point is going to be back in our lands soon enough. If we lose a Mao, that's fine. We're still making enough money to counteract what we need to do there.
Master Engineer.
Now, we really do need to
Elspeth
deal with them
von
before...
Invention is my gift. Maintain supply lines. I will continue my studies there.
Following the footfalls of the dead. My rituals need time and preparation.
Alright, with them moved out, and then we'll just go over to Marius Leitdorf. He doesn't have a very good army. But we'll get you to come up towards Kadrin just in case that Wa moves out.
Master Engineer at your
Jarek,
service.
you're gonna go there. And we need 12,000 to upgrade there. You know, a lot of outposts and stuff are available. Anything on our quick deals popping up? Northern Provinces. Let's see what we can do with these guys.
The Storm Dragon.
Yes, because they're good to have on your side. They'll start sending caravans. Trade agreements, nothing there. Follow Sagash, da-da-da. Clan
In
Angron.
these dark times, we should stand together.
All right then.
Alright, we are now military allies with a lot of dwarves. With Kislev, the dwarves, and Bretonia. We are really aligning all of the forces of order together. We just need to get some of the elves on board with us. The Bone Rattlers don't want to declare peace at all. We have a lot of fighting to do. But that's where we're going to call it for this week, guys. If you liked the video, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, join me in this or other Let's Plays, just hit that subscribe button. And make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video goes out. And remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.